Good morning. I'm Chaplain John Rollison with the Dobbins Air Reserve Base Chapel, and thank you so much for joining us for Lesson 2 of our Advent devotional series. This morning's Bible reading will be from the Gospel of John, chapter 1, starting with verse 14. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. John bore witness about him, and cried out, "This is he of whom I said, he who comes after me ranks before me, because he was before me. For from his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, the only God, who is at the Father's side. He has made him known." And may God bless the reading from his holy word, and we'll now have our devotional reading from Cru Ministry. When Jesus came to earth and became human, he lowered himself far beyond his position in heaven. He willingly limited the attributes of his deity when he took on human form. He laid down the fact that he was present everywhere, his omnipresence, in return for a body with legs that got sore, a body that got sore. You can imagine how a human body experience also stifled his omnipotence, the fact that he has unlimited power, and his omniscience, the fact that he knows everything. We have no way of understanding how much he limited himself to become a man. He momentarily gave up his home with God the Father in heaven to be laid in a manger for animals. God became human, not just any human, but the only sinless one to ever walk the face of the earth. And unlike any other human, Jesus' purpose in coming was completely sacrificial. He came to take upon the penalty of sin for humanity by living perfectly and dying the death that you and I deserve because of our sin. Christians around the world commemorate Jesus' pinnacle sacrifice at Easter. We talk freely of how Jesus suffered and died to pay the price for our sins, and we revel in our share of the victory and resurrection, and this is fitting. But I would encourage you to think about how much Jesus must have sacrificed when he made himself nothing. This Advent season, consider some of what it might have meant for Jesus to become Emmanuel, God with us in the flesh. Because he did not count equality with God a thing to be grasped. He came and he lived like us. And because he did so, full of grace and truth, not only does he understand the full range of our human experience, but he also accomplished everything that we couldn't, so that we might be able to spend eternity with him. I pray this brought you hope and encouragement today. Until tomorrow, I'm Chaplain John Rollison with the Dobbins Air Reserve Base Chapel.